remember when Swansea had that remarkable rise up the leagues,
Absolutely.
and it was a Cardiff boy who was their manager, and that's before that. My father's generation absolutely supported who was home. They would go to Swansea if Swansea were home, go to Cardiff if Cardiff were home. That's what it was. No, he used to look at us almost weird when we used to go like, Swansea, we want Swansea. You go, why? I support Cardiff and Swansea. We all did in those days. So it's a different attitude, and it changed dramatically in the late 70s. Like so many others, like the Manchester United Liverpool rivalry we talk about, that really developed in the 60s and grew in the 70s. I mean, your father's...
That's very contemporary, though. I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, your father's generation was talking about this. People would go and support Spurs and West Ham, whoever was home.
Quite.
That was what you did in London. So there's like the away fan grew in the late 60s, 70s with the train, the sort of movement of people and all that kind of stuff, and the away end. And I think 1975, 76, legally ought to have an away end. Before that, fans mixed, and if there was an away end or away fans, very rarely trouble, certainly until the late 60s.
No, it becomes a very late thing. How impressive is Ninian Park when it goes up? I mean, does it arrive as a bit of a super stadium? Because it's pretty new, isn't it?
It's good. They join into they go into the South Wales League to become Cardiff City. I think that's 1907. They joined the Football League finally in 1920, and they are magnificent that first decade. They become one of the top teams in the country. They win the FA Cup. Famously, I'm not going to say the year because I'll tell you that thing. And they also become runners-up in the league to Huddersfield. I think it's 1924 by the least most gap, because the way they calculated the goal difference in them days was a mathematical equation, and they didn't win the league, Mark. I've got to get this right, by 0.024, right? And listen to this: Len Davis, their record goal scorer at the time, missed a penalty in the last game when he was 0-0, won the title from. So Cardiff would have won the title that year if he'd scored that penalty.